the sidecar. Some great starts going on in the middle of the pack, including for Tim Reeves, and watch out as well for Stevens and Charwood. They're around the outside, they're already up to second.
To the moment to be paying off, but also the Reeves pairing of Tim and Tristan have had a fantastic start there.
Look at this debris. I think this is from Peach's outfit, probably around Druid's Graham Hill Bend situation. Yes, it's coming out of Graham Hill Bend. Look, it's Chris Walker. Chris Walker again. I can't believe it. They finished every single race last year. The chain came off yesterday when they were in a really strong second, and out they go. Now, here comes Reeves and Reeves at the inside of Stevens and Charwood. Well, they're not going to let them through that easily, are they, Paul?
No, it looks at the moment that that bike of Stevens and Charwood is doing everything that he's asking of it, which is fantastic for them two, and obviously fantastic for the race. And but I'm sure Tim and Tristan, as they showed yesterday, they'll show their prowess, and they'll be trying the whole time.
Ben Holland and Stuart Ramsey are right it with them as well. Look at this, here they are as they come through clearways for the first time. And don't forget Tim Reeves, fresh from his incident at the Southern 100 Sidecar Championship event last week, and he wasn't best pleased, to put it very mildly indeed, after being turned upside down, was he?
Yeah, that was an unfortunate incident, and for the neutrals amongst us, you know, that have maybe seen the footage, it was a racing incident. There was no malice or intent. Certainly not on a road race, and certainly not a dangerous road race like the Southern 100. And
it was with the Birchalls, of course, who unfortunately aren't here this weekend. That's a shame, really, because that's going to compromise their cup aspirations for this year.
Yeah, I think they've, from what I've heard, the Birchalls have looked at the championship, and although they weren't leading, they've obviously had a number of wins here. With the dated clashes with the World Championship, they felt that they couldn't give it the full 100% attention, and they felt that they couldn't win the championship if they were to miss those them clashes.
And of course, it does give Todd Ellis and Richardson a good chance now in the Cup. They are newcomers this year, but back at the front of this race. This is only lap 2 of 10 here. And Ricky Stevens and Raoul Charwood still searching for their first elusive victory of the 2017 season. Champions of 2015, champions of 2016. And Tim and Tristan Reeves now. Is he up the inside, up towards Sheen Curve? Oh, this is going to be tight. They're almost touching. And Tim Reeves goes through on lap 2. Now, are they just going to start pulling away on the Carl Cox Motorsport outfits? Or can Stevens and Charwood do anything about them coming down into clearways?
Yeah, like we've said, Greg, this will be the test now, and Tim and Tristan have got the lead. Let's just see how good that bike is now, and let's see if Ricky's got the confidence to push and go with him.
Right, let's have a look then down the start-finish straight. Tremendous speed down here. We are still seeing spots of rain on some cameras around the Grand Prix circuit and on our commentary box window, which is just off to the right-hand side of the picture. Here's the situation then. Reeves and Reeves from Stevens and Charwood. Holland and Ramsey are still in their position, and look at this. This is amazing. This is Kershaw cutting through. He started on row 12, and he's already inside the top 10. I was expecting a good charge, but this is amazing. Look at this.
Yeah, to be fair, Greg, a couple of weeks ago we had a round at Mallory Park, which wasn't with the BSB Championship, and they actually started last there and came through to second, so this is not unusual territory for these two.
This is absolutely great, isn't it? All the way around the outside of Rob Biggs and Ben Ransley there at Druids. 31's in on the act as well. That's Barry James and Jack Tritton. Jack Tritton, of course, he's pretty new to this, but he's the son of Darren Tritton, a former passenger himself. They've had a really good run of late, but in the meantime, Kershaw now, down Pilgrim's Drop, is having a real go. As you say, great charge at Mallory last time out. Now he's side by side here with Brian and Phil Hyde, and he's through.
Yeah, Kershaw and Clark, they were really unfortunate in race one. They managed to complete the warm-up lap, but when they go back to the grid, the bike had a technical problem with the throttle, and they weren't willing to start, they weren't willing to take that risk, and unfortunately we're out of the race and had a DNF.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it, Paul? I can't quite believe the lap. They had, what, 3 second places at Knock Hill. They had a fastest lap. They're the only outfit so far, the only crew to score a fastest lap in a race other than Tim Reeves this year. And now, Kershaw and Clark, 4 non-scores from the last 5 races. It's almost unbelievable. They certainly don't deserve it. And this is the advantage of this reverse grid session this year. That might even be lightning on the venue here. We're losing a bit of the picture. Don't worry about that, because it's the weather. Bit of thunder and lightning in the vicinity here in Kent at the moment as the sidecars move into lap 4 of 10. Just another variable to throw into the mix then, but massive lightning bolts here, we believe. Reeves leaves.
Toby's doing a big wee down the stairs because he just earned a reward night with Hotels.com.
Sure did, Captain Obvious. So it's a great morning, and rewards on your work trips too. Great morning to you.
Wrong ad, Howard. Hotels.com. Rewards worth coming back for.
My chicken bone. Lap 5 of 10 here at Brands Hatch in a frenetic sidecar race so far. BSB was dramatic earlier on when we got drama here as well. Tim Reeves, to everybody's great surprise, is pulling away now at the front of the field. He's got a 2.2 second lead over Stevens and Charwood, but look at this fight going on as well. And in the middle of this, you've got Steve Kershaw and Stuart Clark, who've been completely out of luck over the last few weeks. And they had a stuck throttle yesterday. They're coming through. They're already up there in this leading group.
And if you look at your timing screen there, Greg, they've also just put in the fastest lap of the race, so they're pulling the leading trio in quite quickly.
They're already fourth. It's absolutely fantastic. Kershaw and Clark, here they are. As Paul mentioned earlier on at the Mallory round, which the sidecars had not alongside BSB a couple of weeks ago. They came right through from the back, and here they are. Can they now close in, I wonder, on Holland and Ramsey, the 60 outfit, who are about half a second up the road. There they go, Holland and Ramsey. There are Kershaw and Clark. And incidentally, talking about the calendar, there's been a change, hasn't there, Paul? We've now got the sidecars switching to Cadwell Park later this year, which means no racing at Silverstone.
Yeah, that's right. There's been a bit of an over-schedule there on the support classes for Silverstone, so Stuart Higgs made a phone call to our series organiser, Roger Body, and we've been showing quite a lot of interest regarding doing Cadwell Park over the last number of years, and he asked Roger if we'd be willing to move our race to Cadwell, and he duly accepted, so it's going to be some fantastic racing there around the very twisty and picturesque circuit of Cadwell Park.
It's been quite difficult for the teams, though, to change all your plans for hospitality and guests you've got going, but yeah, it's great they're going to be racing at Cadwell, though. Yeah,
I think as a spectator point of view, it's Cadwell's fantastic for viewing, and Silverstone's a great circuit in itself, but it's very open and very wide, and doesn't bring the spectators in like Cadwell Park does, so I think the majority of the teams are looking forward to it.
Yeah, I certainly am as well. Barry Nutley will be with you that weekend, but in the meantime, we come back down towards Clearways. Look at this. This is Guy and Pillmore Brady. Great-looking outfit, that one. Biggs and Ransley are just ahead of them. Here they are, Biggs and Ransley on the Express Tyre Service. It's Gallagher Service Machine from Chester, Rob Biggs, down to the right-hander at paddock once again. And there's your comparison of the lap times. And this, of course, Paul, is the comparison of Holland and Kershaw. They're closing right in the fight for third.
Yeah, Steve Kershaw and Stuart Clark have certainly got that third place firmly in their sights. Whether they've actually got enough laps left to actually pull second place in Stevens and Charwood remains to be seen. But just going back to Rob Biggs and Ben Ransley, they've had a torrid couple of years. Rob suffered a few personal health issues over the last couple of years, but it's great to see him out there doing an absolutely fantastic job. Yesterday, fantastic race behind Ricky Stevens and Ryan Charwood, and at one point I thought they were close enough to mount an attack, but it wasn't happening. But even still, a great result there yesterday.
Look at this going on. This is the fight a little bit further back down the field here. In the meantime, leading the cup, I can tell you, are Holden and Wilkes. They're in 9th position, but this is further back in the pack. What a scrap this is going on in the lower reaches of the top 20. This is 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th and 20th. Jones, Cable, Nichols, Gray, Christie brothers as well. Quick note on Cable, by the way, Kevin Cable. Until yesterday, he had, it was almost a touch there, wasn't there, into the left-hander of Surtees. If they didn't touch, they certainly nearly did. But Kevin Cable had scored points in all races so far this year. Was the only crew other than the Reeves brothers to have done that, but it didn't work out yesterday. We had a lot of spins, drops of rain, and in the meantime, Paul's getting excited looking out of the window.
Yeah, out of the window, Steve Kershaw's took that third place from Ben Holland and Stu Ramsey, now in hot pursuit of the second place of Stevens and Charwood. Like I say, whether they've got enough laps left, I'm not too sure. 3 laps to go, and
well, he's going to have to ride it like it's stolen. It certainly isn't stolen, though, of course. Paul will confirm that. But there he is. He's in on the 29 machine. It might be, says Cobb, our director. No, it's not. It's not stolen. Roger Kershaw, Steve Kershaw, they put together a superb team there. And they richly deserve it, don't they? Look, up into third, ahead of Holland and Ramsey then. Here are Holland and Ramsey. Still a great ride, it must be said. But can Kershaw close in on Stevens and Charwood with 2.5 laps to go?
Yeah, that number 29 team of Kershaw and Clark, that team, I would have said they probably travelled the most throughout the year, you know, from up in Scotland. They always turn up with a smile on their face, and no matter what sort of a weekend they have, like we say, they've had a couple of bad weekends, but they always leave with a smile on their face and look forward to the next round.
Well, there's the gap just going through the frame there. You saw your guys, then you've got Kershaw, and here is the 4th position outfit of Holland and Ramsey. We'll compare the lap times. Just 2 laps to go of the Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit as they next cross the line. 2.4 miles, 3.9 kilometres. Can they catch them? There's a back marker in the way there. Kershaw should be able to dispatch the back marker. Reeves crosses the line now. We're looking out of the commentary box window. Over the line goes Stevens and Charwood. And now going over the line is Kershaw. It's going to be touch and go. Another fastest lap, a 30.6 then for Kershaw and Clark. What's the... Ooh, I think it's a bit too much. It's over 3 seconds, but you never know. You never know. That's the pace at the moment, 9/10, and look at this. Out of the race goes Kevin Cable.
Commentator's curse there, Griff.
Oh dear, we've done it again. Well, points in every race so far this year for Kevin Cable and the guy Pawsey on this particular occasion. And what's happened? This is a replay up into
That's
a big one.
Unfortunate. That's a brand new bike to Kev Cable and Guy Pawsey. The L&W LCI Kawasaki, and that's real bad. You know, they were out here last weekend at a Bemsey round and getting some valuable track time, and that's really unfortunate. That's a shame to see.
And of course, the marshals will be surveying the situation down there. Will we get a red flag with any oil which may have been dropped? There's certainly not a red flag at the moment. In the meantime, then, around the back markers. Come the leaders, and there are the yellow flags there and the red and yellow flag as well. That technical problem for the 111 machine, as we've just seen confirmed to us on the screen. We're seeing it on the timing screen now as well here up in the commentary box. Kevin Cable out. That's a shame. 2 non-finishes then after scoring in every other race so far this season. At the front then, 1.1 seconds quicker last time round. Back marker in the middle of them. Through come Stevens and Charwood. Here is Kershaw with Stuart Clark then hanging on to it. Down towards the left under Graham Hill Bend. They've got to cut through these back markers as quickly as possible. Right, good. Out of the way. Now it's clear track between second and third. But about 2/3 of this Grand Prix track remaining at Brands Hatch. The gap over the line, Paul, what was it? Just over 2 seconds. There you go. Second, third.
It only takes a missed gear or, you know, a back marker in the wrong place. As you just saw then, Kershaw and Clark caught a back marker at just the right time, didn't hold them up. But if you catch a back marker, you know, just on the apex of a corner, you have to roll or dab the brake, you know, it can change things.
Oh, this is going to be tight. I think the guys in second should be okay, but as you say, it could change. There are the leaders. That's what a 5-second lead looks like for Tim and Tristan Reeves. Now Kershaw's right up behind Stevens and Charwood as they come down towards Stirling's for the last time. Kershaw, a lot of misfortune this year with technical problems, including that stuck throttle yesterday, which didn't even see him start the race, but he's had 7 points finishes, 7 top 10s, 7 top 5s so far this year. This could be a run to the line. Tim and Tristan Reeves will have dominated. 100% success rate maintained for the Reeves brothers. Who's going to get this second place, though? Stevens and Charwood versus Kershaw and Clark. They're right up with them, but the reigning champions just hold off the Scot. What a great ride, though.
That was close. That was a fantastic last lap there by Steve Kershaw and Stu Clark, and justly deserved it. After what's proved a difficult weekend and some bad luck over the last couple of rounds, that's a fantastic race, and a great race for all, really. You know, Tim and Tristan 5 seconds in the lead, but further down there's been some great battles, and here's another one with Ian Guy and Rob Biggs 7th and 8th.
Yeah, almost a race-long battle for them, and the next outfit over the line is the Cup winner here. Here they are, Holden and Wilkes. Mark Wilkes, of course, who was at the Southern 100 as passenger for Tim Reeves last week and went flying down the road. Well, they've just won the Cup and picked up the 10 points in that category. But what on earth can anybody do to stop Tim and Tristan Reeves on the 77 outfit? Carl Cox Motorsport have done it yet again with the Kawasaki. Another dominant victory for Reeves and Reeves here at Brands Hatch. Then a 5.9 second lead. That's much less than the 24 seconds of yesterday over reigning champions Stevens and Charwood. Kershaw and Clark fighting through from row 12 to the podium, very similar to what they did at Mallory 2 weeks ago. Then it's Holland and Ramsey, James and Tritton. They're really flying, aren't they? And congratulations as well to Holden and Wilkes, who are 9th in the overall race but score 10 points in the Cup category for the 600cc outfits. Horseball and Connell there, 11th from McLaurin. Then it's Ellis. They're having a great win in the Cup. They are certainly contenders. Blackstock dropping down to 14th from the reverse grid pole. And then the Hilditch guys, 15th in the race, picking up the last points. It's not over yet. There's still a long way to go in this championship because there are double points at the last round of the year. So it's still 275 points left up for grabs, but it's a 117-point lead for the Reeves brothers. It's not going to be easy to be beaten with that advantage, is it? And watch out for the cut as well. There's still a lot to contend with there, and the Birchall brothers will be back later in the season as well.